In this club, I'm on YAH Master Duel, and I'm going to be showing you some replays today. But before I do that, I need to show you what came out in Master Duel today. So if I go to shop, you go to recommended, you'll see these bundles here down below. Legendary Dragon of White and Legendary Magician of Dark. Now I had to get both of them because, you know, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh boomer. And it was pretty cheap, but they're like only 600 gems, so like each, so that's pretty good. You basically get like sleeves, the icon, the monster art, and 5 master packets. Now, where's this monster? You know? Well, I don't know if some of you know this, but unfortunately, Legendary Dragon of White and Legendary Magician of Dark, these two, they're Xyz monsters, okay? But they're cards you cannot use in a duel. It's a card I believe you win, like you get by winning a tournament from back then. So they're based on Blue Eyes White Dragon and Dark Magician, obviously. Now I'll show you an example here. Legendary Dragon of White. So this is the card. This card cannot be used in a duel. And I'll go to the effect. You can read it here, but it's so small, so I might as well just go here. So 3 level 8 monsters must be Xyz summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. If this card attacks your opponent directly and reduces their life points to 0, while it has an Xyz material attached that was originally Dragon type, you win the match. So it's just one of those cards where if you're playing like a best of 3 and you know you attack with this card and win the game, you win the whole match, you know, not just the one duel, you win like both of the duels. So your opponent doesn't even get a chance, which, yeah, it's one of those cards. So yeah, because of that, it's a card that can't be used in a duel, and it's just to have as like a victory card, basically. I mean, when I say victory card, I don't mean it makes you win the match. I just mean you get this card by winning a tournament. And same with the other card, Legendary Magician of Dark. So yeah, very unfortunate. I was hoping Master Duel, because this got leaked like in the data mine. I mean, or not leaked, more data mine in the update they did randomly a few weeks ago. But was it a few weeks ago or was it a week ago? I don't remember. But yeah, I was hoping that Master Duel would just make cards based on, like, well, not even based, maybe these monsters, and just made exclusive cards like for these two, for Master Duel only, and then maybe it can come out in the OCG and TCG later. That would have been cool, but instead, because it's for the Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2023, they just wanted to do like another Blue Eyes White Dragon versus Dark Magician theme, but they already did that, you know, with the World Championship event we had. So I guess they just thought to, you know, use these monsters instead. So yeah, very unfortunate that, you know, we don't get like a new Blue Eyes and Dark Magician monster. But I guess I'll take it. Anyway, the purpose of this video is that I am going to be using these sleeves and icon, and I'm showing you the monster art. Now, yeah, I will be focusing on this monster first, and then the next video will be Dark Magician. Now, I don't have enough room to save replays. There's a lot of duels like I need to talk about, but I just wanted to get this out there as soon as possible. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm trying to get to Master Rank and win streak 5 with Brick Eyes. And yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, I'm almost Diamond 2. Hopefully I can get there. But yeah, just, you know, like, I'm trying. Like, I'm using Blue Eyes. These people are like all using meta decks. You know, look at this. It's just lose, win, win, lose, win, lose, lose, win, lose, lose. At least here I got 5 wins in a row, which I'm happy because now I can record this video in peace. Because from here, I'm not even joking, from here, this is when I changed my sleeves and icon and monster art. Like from here. And I was like, I just got to win 5 times. And then I won 5 games in a row. I'm sorry. And I feel bad for Sharon, because Sharon was going to go back to like Diamond 5 if, you know, like if she had lost. But yeah, she did, unfortunately. And then with this duelist over here, this person was going to go to Diamond 2. Diamond 2. So, actually, was it? Yeah, Diamond 2. Yeah, this person was going to go to Diamond 2 if they had beat me, Blue Eyes. And guess what my opponent was using? Traptrix. Traptrix. So I'm sure this guy was like, oh yeah, Blue Eyes. I remember that monster from the 90s. This will be easy. Nah. Anyway, let's start off with the first duel. Music. He wrote the words. That's Elmo's song. Why is that song stuck in my head for like 2 days? God damn it. Anyway. So this is the first replay. And yeah, poor Sharon. Sharon! I'm trying to do Randy's voice from South Park. Hey Sharon. Yeah, I made a little bit of an adjustment in my deck. As you can tell by this. I will show you the deck at the end of the replays. So here I got Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon because I had Chaos Form in my hand, which I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. So here I summoned Bestial Pizza Hut, and then I summoned Bestial Lube and played that spell card. And then I got that Bestial monster from my deck to my hand. Bestial Worm. Earthworm Gym. Sure, why not? Bestial Earthworm Gym. So we got Bestial Lube, Bestial Earthworm Gym, Bestial Pizza Hut, and... what's your name? Well, I guess we got Bestial Drake Bell. Alright. The whole squad is here. So my opponent is using Dogmatika nuts. I don't know. Nah, Dogmatika. I'm kidding. I know. I said Dogmatika once, and yeah, people were going off. I know it's Dogmatika. Relax. So I was able to draw a card, and I got fantastic card True Light. I had to send like all these extra cards from my extra deck to the graveyard. To have like 2 Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragons in my graveyard, I'll take that because now my Blue Eyes monsters are protected from getting targeted. So I got Blue Eyes Jet Dragon just because I have Blue Eyes White Dragon in my graveyard. So yeah. So I use Dragon Shrine just to send another Blue Eyes White Dragon. I went to attack position, I attacked. And then I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. And then, well, this happened. Super polymerization. But it's fine. It was that monster, so whatever. So I attacked. Opponent drew a card. Whatever, that's fine. Then I attacked. And then I summoned Bestial Lube. Just for the defense. And then I used the White Stone of Ancients to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. Usually I do summon another Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, but I don't know if you've been keeping up with my recent videos. I only run one in this deck. Just don't want it to be too bricky. Because I am running Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. So here I did use that because my opponent summoned the light monster. So I summoned Bestial Pizza Hut. Then my opponent fusion summoned into that monster. And I was able to draw a card because of Maxi. Then my opponent activated the effect. I also activated my effect. And then my opponent did that because monster from the extra deck was summoned, which was my opponent's fusion monster. Now, I went into defense just for the defense, you know. I didn't want to take any damage. So I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. I don't know if my opponent forgot about that, but sure. Then my opponent attacked Bestial Earthworm Gym. So I sent that monster away. And then I activated True Light. My opponent activated that effect to get that back to the hand. But, you know, cool. Sure. But yeah, then my opponent did this. And that's when I was a little paranoid, like if they could even activate it or not. So I had to get a little wacky here. I was trying to force my opponent to activate, you know, her effects. Like, I'm like, can you can you activate these effects? So I'm sort of just doing stuff until my opponent does something. So I activated my effect. Then I summoned that. And I was like, oh, I'm forcing you. And then my opponent finally did it. I was like, thank you. And then my opponent did that. I was like, thank you. Thank you. So I activated the alternate creature of destruction and targeted Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. So Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is basically protected. My opponent summoned that. And I don't know what happened with that, but I was able to draw a card by sending it back to the extra deck. I used alternative to destroy that. And then I attacked, bounced the face down, boing. And it was GG. Also, I wanted to land the legendary finish. I'm kidding. But it might as well be called the legendary finish. If some of you play Dragon Ball Legends, can we just call this legendary finish, but for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? Why not? Let's just call him legendary finish. Alright, so this is the next duel. What happens here? These duels were like from an hour ago. I already forgot. What's going on? What's going on? Hey, Bestial Lube. Uchi Mama. My opponent, yeah, this branded duel. McNasty. Yeah, what McDonald's burger is that? Something with lettuce and tomato, of course. So I used Ash Blossom on my opponent's branded fusion. And of course, Called by the Grave. When this happened, I pretty much wanted to give up. But you know what? I said no. I'm going to destroy McNasty. And I'm going to get a Happy Meal. So my opponent sent all those to the graveyard. Summoned that fusion. Activated that. Keep in mind, I need to mention this. You might say, why didn't you use this? Why didn't you use this? Why didn't you use this? And it's because I couldn't. Because this spell card right here, branded Lost, was stopping me from activating effects. So keep in mind, if it's like, why didn't you use your Bestial monster to banish that fusion in the graveyard when the fusion activated the effect and all this, it's like, I couldn't. Anyway, I used Bestial Lube to get Bestial Pizza Hut. Then I used Pot of Prosperity. I think I got Rivalry, yeah, because that pretty much screwed my opponent over. Yep, Rivalry. And of course I get double True Light, you know how it is. Ravioli, ravioli, give me the formuoli. So my opponent got that trap card, and then activated that. Got that back to the hand. Chuck to the hand, because the face, it ain't listening. So I used Rivalry. Then my opponent was like, alright, that's cool, I only control Earthworm Gym monsters. So worm monsters. Anyway, I went to use my Bestial monster, and then my opponent activated Eagle. No, what even? Tri-Brigade. Mercurius, I don't know. Madam Queer, I don't know. Madam Queer, I don't know, man, I don't know. So I used Bestial Lube. And got Bestial Earthworm Gym. Then I used True Light to get Bingo Machine Goal. Used it. I wonder what it's gonna be. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Which one? Got the royal finish. Ho ho ho. John's getting happy. So I used Trade-In, and then I got Melody, and I was like, hang on just a second. Let's get rid of the other True Light, because it's basically a brick. More of a brick. So I summoned Alternative. My opponent used, that effect. And then I used the alternate creature destruction and protected my Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon. And then I used my effect, and my opponent used their effect. So I used Bestial Earthworm Gym. Then my opponent finally used the trap card. And I was like, excellent. Yeah, finally. That's where I couldn't counter stuff, because of branded Lost. It made me lost. Remember Lost? That was good. Then the Black Fog happened. That show went really down. So my opponent got Fallen of Elbaz, Fallen of these nuts. And then I summoned Bestial Lube to get the spell card, basically. And then I normal summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon, just so I can get the alternate creature destruction and set it down. And then I attacked Mirror Jade, Mirror Katana, Mirror Melina. And I set down Called by the Grave. I got Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon because I can just get Chaos Form with True Light. And then my opponent got Branded Fusion back to the hand from the graveyard. before, you know, return. Basically an extra draw, unfortunately. And then, yeah, my opponent fusion summoned. Went into that fusion. And then, you know, all this stuff went off. I couldn't activate anything because a branded lost. And then my opponent activated that. And I still can't activate anything because a branded lost. So then my opponent got that from the deck to the hand. My cat is banging on the door so much. Give me 1 second. And he ran away. He's banging the door like and he opened it and he ran away. He was like, just like, hi, and then ran off. Alright, I don't know why my opponent did that, but sure. I used Called by the Grave just to banish that. And then to also make room for Chaos Form. And then I use my Bestial spell to send that back. Then I use True Light. This light is gonna take the darkness away. Get those dark monsters out of here. And then, well, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon is dark, actually. Never mind. Dark monsters can stay. So I used True Light to get Chaos Form. I special summoned Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Such a Chad. Here's the thing. I wanted to use this. I was trying to do all these calculations before I attacked. But then I said this is the best thing to do. I mean, after this, I sent Blue Eyes back and got Maxi. The best thing to do is wait. Just to wait. Just to wait. You know what? You want to know why it's best to wait? I'll show you why. I had a feeling this was going to happen, and I'm so glad I did not fusion summon just to deal a bit of extra damage. No. So I summoned Alternative. There it is. That's the reason why I kept it face down. To destroy Fawn of Elbaz. I probably should have fused my other Blue Eyes Monster 2 to destroy Branded Lost, but I wanted to keep my... Oh, I thought I had Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Wait, was Blue Eyes Jet Dragon banished? I didn't... Oh, maybe it was. Or I didn't... Well, whatever, I still won, so who cares. 16 turns. Boy, is this gonna be a long one. I remember this. This one I remember. This is the duel that determined if I was gonna go to Diamond 3 or not. This duel. I saw this hand and I was like, oh my god, no. Kinda wish I got True Light now that I think about it, because you'll see what happens. So I used Ultimate Fusion, which is nice because Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon with Skill Drain, oh hell yeah. So I summoned Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, set down my 2 trap cards, and then my opponent's using Sprite. You know, like, get that out of here. Give me Mountain Dew. Nah, I'm kidding. I love Sprite. I love Mountain Dew too. So yeah, I used my trap cards before that stupid monster went off. And then my opponent set down 1 card and that was it. I felt good. Unfortunately I drew Blue Eyes. My deck didn't even shuffle properly. My opponent activated that. I was like, okay. Went to 3,800 attack, so Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon got destroyed. Yeah. That's what happened. That's what happened. So, I'm just getting level 8 monsters, and keep in mind this is the duel that, like I said, determined if I went to Diamond 3 or not. I don't know why my opponent XC summoned, but sure, all good. So I got something here which is actually not too bad because my opponent only has like weak monsters. So Ash Blossom, I could set it down in defense, and obviously my opponent's not going to attack that because 500 attack, no way. So here, got Dictate of Dick, and I was like, I guess I'll use you. So I summoned it, and then I attacked. And yeah, I can't tribute summon face up, so I contribute by, like, I contribute summon by putting Blue Eyes White Dragons, like, set position in defense. Then I'll activate the effect, and then use Forbidden Droplet, and I'm like, oh, strategies. I finally summoned an effect monster, so now you can use that. And yep, I got Sprite Smashes, Super Smash Brothers, and then anyway, my opponent did that, and that, this and that and that, and then, ding, it's a giraffe. I love that SpongeBob episode. Then my opponent ended their turn. I was like, okay, so I got Ash Blossom again. So I was like, okay, did my deck not shuffle properly, or what's the deal? This is my luck, by the way. I just get the same shit every time. Just get the same shit. My cat's here, by the way. He finally accepted to come in. I used Pot of Prosperity there. I should have used it after, but I don't think I was attacking anyway, so I just didn't care about using it there, and then it got negated anyway. So I just set down Blue Eyes White Dragon in defense, and then I was like, alright, next turn I'm just gonna put him in attack position and attack, and yeah, my opponent couldn't do anything still, which was really nice. So then I did that and that, and then I Synchro Summoned into Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, and before I used the White Sun of Ancients, my opponent banished it with Cold by the Grave. So yeah. So my opponent used Lightning Storm and destroyed all my spells and traps. So I was able to summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon because of that. And then my opponent summoned this monster. I panicked, so I think I went to go into like Azure or something, because I panicked. I was just like, oh my god. This I can't use, because if this card... Yeah, it's not special summon, so yeah, I think I went to go into Azure or something, but I panicked. Then my opponent used Cold by the Grave, and I was like, for fuck's sake. And then I was like, pretty much like, oh, I lost here. And then my opponent started singing, Suicidal, Suicidal. Because, yeah. I was like, oh, you couldn't do anything. Cool. Sweet. I was going to the last duel I show you, and then I'll show you the deck after this. So yeah, this is against Traptrix. Like I said, this person was going to go to like Diamond 2. They'd beat Brick Eyes, the monster from the 90s. But no. So my opponent summoned that, and I was like, alright, Max C. Then my opponent Link summoned into Traptrix Sarah. And then my opponent played that field spell. And yeah, so what I had was actually really nice. To have True Light is actually really good because of Ultimate Fusion. I really wanted to summon Predaplant, which is why I did like... I'll show you what I did though. I used Dragon Shrine to send Blue Eyes and the White Sun of Ancients. Then I used Bestial to... Bestial Earthworm Gym and banish the White Sun of Ancients. I already have another one, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, I really wanted to go into Predaplant, but I was like, nah, it's too risky. So I went into Heretic, and then I set down these two cards. I used the White Sun of Ancients to special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. And then my opponent used the field spell to normal summon that. Infinite Permanence, I'm so glad I did not go into Predaplant. Then my opponent had this, and I was like, well, Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is getting banished now, because I don't have another copy of that. So yeah, that's what this trap card does. If you don't send another copy, just banish a random card from my hand, and Blue Eyes Jet Dragon was the only card from my hand. Then my opponent played Max C these nuts, and I summoned Bestial Drake Bell. Well, I never thought that I'd be a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I found a way, I found a way. Drake, where are you, Drake? Josh, I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh card. You're rectangle. I don't know. It's spherical. Anyway, this is when I knew I won. Basically, a Light Yagami moment, except, you know what, I don't want to say spoilers, but shut up. So with that monster effect, which I realize now is not to special summon that monster to my field, it's to special summon one of my banished monsters. Now I know that. So I used True Light to special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon. I used Ultimate Fusion and destroyed the field spell. I did this on purpose I was like, oh no, negated and 2000 damage. Uh-oh. I just wanted to send Blue Eyes White Dragon from my deck to the graveyard. So, because I didn't have one there. So yeah, just so I can bounce with Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, and also if Blue Eyes Jet Dragon gets destroyed and something else gets destroyed, then Blue Eyes Jet Dragon will come back. So I did it on purpose. Opponent summoned that to destroy that. It's like, bruh, you're not reading. I know it's Blue Eyes, but come on. Come on. So I attacked, and it was GG. I could still even special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon of True Light, but yeah. Good shit. This is the deck. I know you saw there was 5 like duels I won, and I only showed 4. The thing is, those duels are actually really long, and that one duel, I didn't show it because the guy, he was doing the exact same thing, or him, I don't know, like, I don't know, but doing the exact same thing as me, right? And like, instead of like Legend of, oh my god, I already forgot the name. Legendary Dragon of White, Legendary Magician of Dark. My opponent was using like that icon, the sleeves, and my opponent was using Dark Magician. I wish I could save that replay, but my god, I made a lot of misplays because I was actually falling asleep, and my opponent just sucked with Dark Magician. So yeah, that's why I didn't show it. And then my opponent had Skill Drain, used Magician's Rod, activate the effect, completely forgot about the Skill Drain, you know, that person put up. And then yeah, so it was just a shitty match, but it would have been so nice. It would have been nice with the Legendary Dragon versus Legendary Magician stuff. But yeah, alright. Now the difference is, yes, I did put this Bestial Monster and I did add another trade in. I forgot what I took out. But basically, I used to run this trap card. Oh, I know what I took out. I used to have this and this instead of this and this. I took out the trap card because it just kept screwing me over. I don't care about this card anymore. This is fine because it special summons Bestial Monsters, and you know, like if a monster is banished that's light or dark, I get to draw a card. So it's still fine, this one. But this trap card, I just would keep starting with it. It would keep bricking me. Like sometimes I would start with this, and I have no Bestial Monsters. And then sometimes there's duels where it's like, I need to draw that one card to win, and I'll draw this. Nah, I'm not having it anymore. At least with this, it brings out this. And yeah, so that's not going to brick me much. But this just, oh my god, man, I'm done. I don't care about destroying one card on the field anymore. With like, if I have a Bestial, I don't care. Ever since I made this decision, I've won all my games now in a row. So, as you saw, I mean. But yeah. Alright, guys, that's here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.